And during the warm up, you just want to make sure that your joints are getting loose, you're bringing blood into the muscle, you're letting the body know, hey, I'm about to put you under some stress. So I'll do 2 sets of those with just the bar. This is actually my first time using the mic and doing this vlog style video, so we'll see how it turns out. So I'll do about 12 to 15 reps. And when you're warming up with the bar, you want to pretend that like it's weighted. You don't want to just go through the motion. You want to pretend like it's actually, there's some weight on there because you're getting the nervous system ready as well. So yeah, 2 sets with the bar. And then now we start adding weight. What I do with the first warm-up set, as I'm working my way up to my working sets, it'll be 60% of what my actual heavy weight is. So it's 60%, then 75 to 80%, and then 90%. 5 reps. All right, a good idea too, I meant to mention this earlier. You grab a band, loosen up the muscles, stretching them out. Not too many reps, just enough to feel warm and loose. So this is actually something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's hard to find the time, and I had to wait for the mic. Just get the mic and start recording. But I'm excited to see how this turns out. Like I said, it's my first vlog. Mainly started this channel to help inspire people and share what I know with whoever wants to watch. You know, there's a lot of information out there on fitness and nutrition based on my experience and what I've gone through. I just want to make it as simple as I can for others, help them on their journey. So let's get into the second warm-up set. So now it's 3 reps between 75 and 80%. All right, let's go. All right. I feel pretty good. It feels light. I'm getting up to my last warm-up set, which is 90% of my heaviest weight on my first working set. I know I haven't openly shared it or put it on my channel, but if you guys have viewed some of the videos that I've posted, I did my first bodybuilding show last year in April, and the dieting to get to that kind of level was pretty intense. I've actually never gotten that lean before, and I ended up rebounding and gaining all the way back, if not more, after my show. And so I also want to make this vlog to share, as well as with other videos that are to come, to share that even despite getting all the way back, there's always something you can learn from everything you go through. And so I want to show that despite gaining all the way back, I'm not going to let that discourage me or set me back. I'm going to capitalize on everything, all the weight that I've gained, gain the muscle back, and look better than before. With all that being said, yeah, it sucks to have to start all over. It's from square one. But, I can't just sit back and feel sorry for myself. I gotta fight for it. I gotta get back and go back and be better than what I was. 195 pounds. With my last bodybuilding show and the cut that I took and the advice that I was given at the time, um, I lost a lot of muscle, but I gained a lot of the body fat back. I'm not as strong as I used to be, but I'm working my way back up, and all I can do is push forward. So here we go, heavy set. Six reps. Felt pretty good. I could have pushed one more, but that feels good. Last year, around November, I suffered a tricep injury from I don't even know how. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a freak accident. I was using the tricep bar, and I was about to do some overhead extensions. And when I brought the bar up, I didn't even fully extend or put it into position at the time. I brought it up here, and I felt and heard a pop in my tricep. And that's also what kind of spiraled me into gaining all the weight back because, I was still hitting the gym, but I wasn't watching my nutrition, and I neglected upper body because of the tricep, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just kept doing other things that I could have done. But yeah, so tricep feels good though. Now what I'm doing is I'm taking away 10% of my first set, which is my heaviest set. And then I'll do as many as I can, as long as I get more than six. I'm targeting for like 7, 8 reps. Give myself 3 minutes, bang these out, see how I feel. And I'll do 2 to 3 sets. I'm not gonna do 4 or 5. Because what I found through my experience is a lot of it is just it's intensity. It's how hard you're going. If you're leaving 2 reps in the tank for your first 2 sets, I mean, that's energy you could have utilized towards your first set. Typically, for my first set, I'll use all the tools to my advantage. For example, like the wrist wraps, the elbow wraps, belt, everything I can at my disposal to help me get the heaviest weight up. But for my second set, I'll hit it raw. So no elbows, no elbow straps, no wrist wraps, no belt, just as much as I can do. Feel pretty good. Now we'll go into we did a horizontal push, we're gonna do a horizontal pull. I like to use this right here, which is a seal row or a prone row. I feel like it's the best stabilized, chest supported row you can do for your back compared to being seated upright, like on a machine, getting a parallel pull. Those are good too, but I really like this one because it actually mimics the mechanics on when, like if you're laying down. So like when you're on the bench press, your back all the way up to your lower back is fully supported, right? And you push. Same with the seal row, except opposite. Your upper body all the way down to your pelvis is completely supported. You're activating all the muscles in your back, opposing your front side. There's so much I want to share, so much I want to say, but this is unscripted. This is completely from like in the moment of what I feel and what's in here. This is one thing that I wanted to share. So if you guys aren't tracking your workouts, make sure you track them. Get you a notepad. You know, what isn't measured isn't managed. So this way, you're going into the gym and you have a goal, you know, and you could see your progression as you go. Like I could look back at, for example, Sunday, May 17th, I was at 186 pounds raw. And today I'm doing 195 raw. And I did 7, 8 reps, right? So it just goes to show you, you can look back and be like, dang, like that's how much I've progressed. Get you a notebook, and it doesn't have to be any kind of way. It could be any way that you like, however you want to write and express yourself. But just make sure it's getting tracked. If you've never used a seal row, this is what the seal row, aka prone row, is. It's a prone positioned bench. As you notice, it's like higher than a usual bench, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm about to warm up with it. You don't want to be too high, you don't want to be too low. You just want to ensure that you're getting the maximum range you can here. Because if I'm all the way up here, when I pick up the bar, I'm going to rest it on the arms, and I don't want to do that. So I just back up just enough to clear the arms that are holding the bar. Like that. And then you just pull. You don't want to swing too much. You kind of just want to envision that you're bringing it towards your belly button, right? And there's actually a couple ways you can do it too. So you can pull straight up like this, or as I mentioned, you can pull it towards your belly button. I like going here because I get a full stretch like this, and then I bring it up, just like that.